numbers up. I had to get my numbers up. Now I got it like they gave it to me. But I took it, they ain't give it to me. She really do it to me. Good morning. I'm back. It's your boy Tay Wiz. Been gone for a long 2 days and a half. Now we got back into basketball. You can tell on the look on my face. Seem a little bit more beat because my Cavaliers won. They came to the party after we dropped them 2 games in Oakland. We come back home and get a little bit of home cooking. But before I get started, for those who don't know who I am Tay Wiggs. Please follow me on my Twitter at TAE_WIGGS. And for those who not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do that now. As KING23 TAE. I keep saying it before, no reference to King James. My favorite player growing up, it was Michael Jordan 123, and my last name means King. No said. First, I want to get off talking about the game that came on last night. How people was just writing the Cavaliers off and saying they couldn't match up with these guys and that we not ready for the death lineup. One thing I would say about the Warriors, they want to play a fast-paced game. You cannot play their game. Yes, you're not going to beat them at their game, but you got to make them play your game. You put your lineup in and make them do things that they don't like to do. You make them rush and take threes. This is what three. This is now what the third game now. Well, these guys have not scored 20 points. I mean, is there the word I'm looking for? Are they getting a little tired? Are they getting a little? Are they getting fit? Put it like this. I'm not gonna say tired. Are they getting? If it's fatigue is being a factor on these guys because I thought the Warriors would come out. Hey, look, we up 2-0. We're gonna try to come in better poised and better fit for the game, and I didn't see it last night. Once I knew the Cavaliers got off to a 9-0 start, 9-0 start in the first quarter, I said it's a wrap. And people looking at me crazy at work, like it's only 9-0. That's only three threes. I said the Cavaliers playing a more up tempo beat of a basketball, and I told them for once, I said Kevin Love when he's out the lineup, the Cavaliers play better and at a faster pace when Kevin Love is not in the lineup. So I'm telling them, man, you think you know what you're talking about? You think you know this? I said I just don't look at the game for highlights and dunks and crossovers. It's more to basketball than the crossover and dunk. I mean, come on, let's be honest. You put a big man out there on Andrew Bogut, you slow him down. You had LeBron at power forward. I was shocked to see that, which I like, because you had Richard Jefferson at 3, so that opened up the floor a little bit more. So now you got another defensive player on Draymond Green. You see his stats. Now I want to get into the stats right now. Um, Golden State Warriors lost last night by 30, 90 to 120. I say with the Cavaliers, you can win by 30, or they can win by 1 point. And I just told my homeboy that the other day. He's like, "Man, you crazy." And it actually happened. Cavs won by 30. Like I said, when you at home, you sleep better, you eat better, you do things that you like, and you back on your time zone. So them players was out their time zone, played in our time zone. So let's get into it. Harrison Barnes played a good game yesterday. He had 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. I was shocked to see him score 7 points in the second half. That's the most points I've seen him scoring in the playoffs in the half, which is great. Somebody else needed to step up, which he definitely did. He answered the call, but it wasn't enough last night to get them over the hump. First of all, I like when I seen Draymond Green only had 6 points, 2 from 8 from the field, 0 from 4 from the 3 point line. He had 7 rebounds, 7 assists in the block. He still got his 7 rebounds and 7 assists. That's one thing you're not going to take away from Draymond Green. He's going to get his rebounds and assists. But only thing I like what the Cavaliers did, they cap him under 10 points. And that is major key. When you keep him under 10 points and have him only scoring 6, I definitely like that. Um, Andrew Bogut, like I said, if he plays 12 minutes, your team going to get the win. And last night he played 12 minutes. He only had 4 points, 2 for 6 from the field, 0 for 1 from the 3 point line, 2 rebounds in the block. I like that. I like that line. I want to repeat that line again. When Andrew Bogut plays 12 minutes, he only has 4 points. He was 2 for 6 from the field, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. That's a good thing. Keep him. He couldn't keep up yesterday running with our team, which I really love. Tristan Thompson was in the center spot, and Tristan was just taking off, flying down the court. But these guys right here, the Splash Brothers, as you call them, Clay had 10 points, 4 from 13 from the field, 1 from 7 from the 3-point line. Ooh, that stinks. 2 rebounds, and assist and a steal. He was a little frustrated, even though he left the game late in the second quarter with a thigh contusion. He still managed to come out there and do some things. He hit a couple of trade balls. Given he's going to hit. You just can't leave these guys open for 1 second. But I love the defense the Cavaliers played on these twin brothers, Clay and Steph. Steph had 19 points. He was 6 from 13 from the field, but he was also 3 for 9 from the 3-point line. He had 1 rebound, 3 assists, 2 steals. But the major thing that I wrote down too, that he has 6 turnovers. 6 turnovers is a lot for a point guard. And eventually turnovers turn into dunks and layups or maybe 3-pointers. Um, Steph look a little bit frustrated because he can't hit that stride that he wants of making threes consistently. I mean, the threes he's taking, everybody keep telling me those are good shots. The threes he are taking are rush threes, just jacking the ball up, hoping the ball fall in half the time. But that guy had more N1s than I've seen than anybody get in the playoffs lately this year. You can't, like I said, you can't touch him, can't breathe on him. You just touch him a little bit, the referee is blowing that whistle. Like I said, he had 6 turnovers, and that is key. With them 6 turnovers, that's like what? That's 12 points, or however you want to call it, threes, whatever, too. Andre Iguodala, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Sean Livingston, Mo Space both had 5. Barbosa had 8 points. Ian Clark had 3. I'm glad they kept Barbosa and Livingston under because they've been scorching the Cavaliers. And the things the Cavaliers did differently, they didn't switch on defense. I was shocked to see that because I always say don't switch on defense. You got to stay with them no matter what. And the crazy thing was, it was the opposite. The Warriors switching on the Cavaliers. When they were switching, they was getting burnt to the hole. The Cavaliers making dunks and layups, put back tip booms. And my main key, the reason why the Cavaliers won, I'm going to get into this. I always say you got to box out, you got to rebound. Rebound wins games too. Because you keep the other team off the glass. The Cavaliers out-rebounded the Golden State Warriors by 20. 52-32. I was loving what I was seeing from my Cavaliers. There's no doubt in my mind they can do it again. But before I make predictions, I want to talk about the winning team. Show my home team some love. Cavaliers, like I said, they down 1-2. The next game is Friday. Out. Richard Jefferson, they put him in the lineup. He had 9 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Hustle, heart, desire, and the motor was running high for all these guys. They put Richard Jefferson in. I was loving. I see he hit a nice little 3 to put him up 9-0 to make Golden State call a timeout early. Once I see them do that, I was like, okay, we going to something now. I like that lineup because they get a different look. Kevin Love was scratched out due to the concussion protocol rule. I know he said he was livid that he couldn't play. I just hope that put fire under him so he could play good Friday. I wouldn't be surprised if they bring him off the bench Friday just to go with that lineup. You gotta go with something else that makes sense. And I wouldn't mind seeing Kevin Love come off the bench. And when the Cavaliers is playing like this, that is not bad at all if you're trying to win a championship ring. Let's look at LeBron James. He played a tremendous game. Like he said in the huddle before the game fall, he said, "Hey man, we gonna do this. Follow my lead. Follow my lead. Follow my lead." And we seen a different LeBron James. He had 32 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. But the one great area that he had in his game from last night, he had 5 turnovers, and a lot of them turnovers he did he slipped like twice. he lost the ball 2 times on a fast break trying to go dunk the ball, and one he just lost completely control when he tried to shoot over Draymond Green, but he tossed that ball out of bounds. Uh, LeBron James had a sensational game. I mean, there's nothing else you can say about this guy about being an MVP. If the Cavaliers do win this series, it's a long way. The series is a long ways from over. We had the series starting now. We officially arrived to the party. Uh, LeBron James, he said like follow his lead. I'm gonna follow his lead. Like I said, I got the Cavaliers winning the next 3. I'm still sticking to my guns. I got the Cavs winning in 6. I want to give a me personally want to give this guy a shout out. I'm gonna give him a hand clap. He wears number 13. He resides from Canada, Ontario, Canada, and his name is Tristan Thompson. Guy had 14 points, 5 and 6 from the field, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists. I loved every minute of it. He made Andrew Bogut run. Tristan ran down the court like the deer in headlights. Tristan Thompson played hustle basketball. Hustle basketball. He played with that heart. His heart. Played with desire, tenacity, defense. Another guy that we definitely gonna give a shout out to. J.R. Smith. Welcome to the NBA Finals. Welcome. This is the J.R. Smith I've been looking for with the 20 points, 7 from 13 from field. He shot 50% from downtown, 5 from 10, 4 rebounds, an assist, and 3 steals. J.R. Smith, bang, was in the zone last night. J.R. Smith, we need for you to do that Friday night. Maybe it's tomorrow night to be exact. Today is Thursday. So tomorrow night, I need to see that J.R. Smith again. I love that. I love that performance last night. He wasn't tight. He wasn't scared. He played a J.R. Smith type basketball game. And you can't ask for much when you got J.R. Smith playing at that type of level. When he got his confidence going and shooting shots like that. I always said home cooking in a nice bed and that staying at your house is way better than in the playoffs traveling and staying at the Holiday Inn in their bed. There's nothing like your own bed because you get up and do your own ritual. You got your own things that you do. Another guy you gotta give props to. I gotta give it to Kyrie Irving. 30 points, 4 rebounds. This is a real fact right here. When Kyrie gets you 8 assists or more, it leads to a Cavaliers win. When he had about 5 or 4 assists, it doesn't really get you to win. It gets you, when he get to 8 assists, it leads to a bigger win. And I was just shocked that the Cavaliers took off home cooking, home court. Our fans were loud at the Q. We down 1 game. To get the game come on tomorrow night. I'm feeling very confident. My confidence was never shot. It's so surreal to see the Cavs lose by 33, then come back home and win by 30. It's the tale of 2 cities between Cleveland and Oakland. Yeah, we went there and dropped a 15-point game there, a 33-point game, but we come back home and win by 30. The Cavaliers got in their zone, doing more things, doing what they like. Like I said, you make them play your game. You do pick and rolls. You don't stop shooting threes because they should make you stop shooting threes. You take what the defense give you. And that I want to get into these main 2 points. The reason why the Cleveland Cavaliers won this game last night. In the first quarter, the Cavaliers outscored their opponent 33-16. So as I am at work watching the phone, I'm not watching the phone, but yes, I was watching the phone. My cell phone is right here. I watch the game on my cell phone on work. I'm watching it. I got the headset on. Don't want to yell too much. I'm doing one of these at work. I'm trying to be quiet, keep everything professional. I'm looking like, all right, man, we on to something. When I got home, it was halftime. We still up. But another reason the Cavaliers won that run. You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in your teammates. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep fighting. Another reason why the Golden State Warriors lost. They outscored in the third quarter. Like I said, the first and third quarters are the most two important quarters in basketball. The first quarter dictate what the game would do, and after halftime, after that third quarter, dictate what the fourth quarter is going to be like. The Cavaliers outscored them in the third quarter, 38-26. It might not seem like it's much, but giving up 38 points is a lot in a quarter. Um, was that's being said, the Cavaliers took care of business. We still only scored 15 bench points, even though we won by 30. Uh, one thing, one thing I do want to say about the Golden State Warriors, how come every time Andre Iguodala get fouled, he has to flop? Um, I don't understand that. This is the no flop league. They say LeBron James do it, but nobody does it better than the Golden State Warriors. Draymond Green, how many flop? You're flopping this way. Varejao is the king of the flop. So they called him on a couple of fouls, which I really agree with. I mean, if he was playing for my team, I'd be happy, but that he was I'm not happy, but I am happy that he's playing on the other team because what he said about the Cavaliers earlier this season, I'm going to Oakland and I like playing here and there's a better locker room atmosphere. I mean, I think that was shots fired towards the Cavaliers, and you think they don't realize that? You think that's not on the bulletin board? You never give a team bulletin board material because they check that. All right, here's what he said. This is what Steph said. This is what Clay said. They still probably got to wrote down the board that Steph said our locker room still smells like champagne. Man, I hope all said and done, the Cavaliers win these next three games, that our locker room and city smell like champagne when they make a visit coming back here if they do decide to make us play on Christmas night. You know who I am. It's your boy Tay Wiggs reporting live from the Man Cave. At the end of the day, there can only be one champion, and I hope that champion will be the Cleveland Cavaliers. Before I let you go, tune in Friday at 9 o'clock, which is tomorrow night, ABC, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. West Coast, that's 6 o'clock, 5:30. Um, Cavaliers and Golden State Warriors will be taking the floor. And my prediction is I had the Cavaliers winning by 11 at home, and they won by 30. So my prediction is for Friday night, I'm gonna pick the Cavaliers to win by 15 at home to even things up to go back to the Oracle. If I feel like we can win one more game here at home and go back to the Oracle and win one, we maybe can wrap this up on a Wednesday night. Till then, like I said, follow me at Twitter. My name is Tay Wiz. That is TAE_WIGGS. For those who are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, can you please do that ASAP? That name is KING23TAE. Please. All in. Cavs 216. Let's go, baby. Believe now. I'm out of here.